Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Ritabarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Amba Tvam Anusandadami Bhagavad Gita Bhavadeshinim Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsa Charnuramardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Bande Jagat Gurum. Good evening, dear devotees and friends. This program usually, this Naperville, the Vedanta Study Circle, they organize. And we used to go to that library room, they used to book that library room, and we used to sit together and discuss. Now, because of this, the lockdown system, we cannot go, but the devotees are very eager to continue the study of the Bhagavad Gita. So, this system, so those who, all of you can listen now, and it will be in the this is now live stream going on, and it will be in the YouTube. Afterwards also you can listen. In our Gita, we have already completed the 9th chapter and a few slokas up to 10th slokas of the 10th chapter, which is called Vibhuti Yoga. Now when this 10th chapter, the Vibhuti Yoga, begins, we find that the God is telling Nami Vibhu Suragana Prabhavamna Maharshaya, the second verse of the 10th chapter. Ahamadir hi devanam maharshinam cha sarvashaha. No one knows me. This is the very important statement. Nami Bidu. Bidu means knowing. Bid, Bidu. So from Bidu means no one knows who? Deva, Suragana, Prabhavamna Maharshaya. Sura means all the gods. Prabhavamna Maharshaya, even the Maharishis. Why? Even the Devas, even the gods and the Rishis, they are not ordinary people. They have purified their mind, their soul. Then how even then they cannot understand God? Why? Because He is the Creator. God is the Creator. Aham adir hi devanam maharshinam cha sarvashaha. I have created these gods. I am the beginning of these gods. And Maharshi, all these great rishis. I am the origin, I am the source of all these devas and the great rishis. Then the higher origin, Prabhabam means higher origin. So here we have to understand, from the Vedantic point of view, there is a Nirguna Brahma. Nirguna Brahma is not doing anything. No creation or sustenance or the dissolution, nothing. It's just like that. So when we reach over there, Swami Vivekananda, is one of his poems, he is telling, Bojhe pran, bojhe jar. Only those who have realized that can only feel. And you cannot express it. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, again and again he said, so many times I wanted to tell you what actually it is. But no, someone is choking my throat. I cannot tell anything. So that is called Supreme Brahman. That Brahman is not doing anything. In the Tantra also the same way it says that is not doing anything. The Shiva is the Parama Shiva, the ultimate Shiva, Shiva the knowledge, auspiciousness, is not doing anything. Then second Shiva is coming, who is opening his eyes. And the third is the form is changing. Instead of the Shiva, it is the Kali who is doing all the activities. The creation, there's three stages. And here also in the Vedanta also you find Nirguna Brahma, Saguna Brahma, and then Saguna Brahma. All these things are coming down. In the Bhakti Shastra, they go up to the God. And who is this God? And it's called the Vaishnavas, the Vishnu, the Lord Vishnu. Vishnu means all pervading. Vistareti Vishnu, all pervading. But though it is all pervading, but at the same time, we cannot, the human being cannot have the conception of all pervadingness, all pervasiveness. So to help them to concentrate their mind to get an idea, this Vishnu, the God, took this form. So this is, the Hinduism and mostly symbolism. And if you can understand the symbol, then you can understand everything. The Lord Vishnu, and he is the supreme God, he is meditating as if sleeping. Yoga Nidra, the word has been used, Yoga Nidra. Nidra means oblivion. He is not doing any action physically, but his mind is active. And how? Yoga is a union with the Supreme. And this is the way the devotees, the Bhakti Yoga, they are giving the explanation how the creation is coming. So the God is now creating, and he is already united with his supreme form. So he is meditating, but at the same time thinking, dreaming. The Yoga Nidra, and he is floating on the water. What is that water? Water is the symbol of formlessness. Water has no form. And then he is floating on, is lying on a snake. Snake is the symbol of yoga. So if we can understand this, we can understand the God is all pervasive. Now he wants to create. So he has taken the form, but that form is not active. So from him, he is creating just out of his mind the thought, he is creating Brahma. This Brahma is having 4 heads, and it is the knowledge of the Veda, Rig, Sham, Yaju, Atharva, the 4 knowledge. So this Brahma now creating. So all the 3 paths that the Hindus, they always adopt and follow, the Jnana or the Bhakti or the Tantra, at the same way they are describing. One is supreme, not doing anything. That is the ultimate. Then that supreme takes and according to the yoga, the guna, sattva, raja, tama. So he is adopting those gunas, and then through those gunas, the Maya Shakti, now he is creating. Here in the Bhagavad Gita, the God is telling no gods, devas, or the rishis, the great people, comparing with us, they are great people. They also cannot understand me because I am their creator. And here also, and it again in the 3rd and the 4th verse, he says, in the 5th verse, he is telling the ahimsa, samata, tushti, stapo, dhanam, all these things, all the good qualities. Who has created? I have created. I have created the good qualities. I have created all the bad qualities. I have created the rishis. I have created the God, and each and everything. 6th verse of the 10th chapter, he is telling, Maharshaya sapta purve chatvara manabastata madbhava manasa jata yesham loka ima prajaha. And all these things we already read, but just to recapitulate, the Maharshaya Sapta Purve. The Maharshaya means all the great rishis. Maharishi, Maharshaya. And this, in the Shanti Parva of the Mahabharata, they give the name. And who are these great rishis? Marichi, Angirasa, Atri, Pulastha, Pulaha, Kratu, and Vashishta. And sometimes some people they say, instead of Angirasa, Bhrigu, and instead of Vashishta, Angira. But these 7 rishis, the great rishis, who created? The God. How he created? Just mind. He thought that let them be there. They are there. And then Chatvara. The Chatvara means 4. Chari to Chatvara. Char means 4. Chatvara. Who are these 4? There are also 4 great Maharshi: Sanaka, Sananda, Sanatan, and Sanat Kumar. But some of to explain the Shankara and others, they are telling, as the God is telling, Loka ima prajaha, I created them to make the population, do the activities in this world. But Sanak, Sananda, Sanatan, Sanat Kumar, they always meditated. So they say that no, it cannot be. Their names cannot come in this because they never participated in creation. Then some people are suggesting it may be the Vasudeva, who is the Atma, Shankarshana, who is the Jiva, Pradyumna is the mind, and Aniruddha, the Ahamkara. So the 4 means this 4. And Manavas Tatha. The Manava means the Swayambhu, Manu. Manu means the ruler. And there are 14 rulers. In one creation, this our creation, we are in this creation. In this creation, there are 4 Manus, 14 Manus are there. And the Manu means those who are ruling, the supreme ruler. And their name is Sayambhuva, Sarachisha, Uttama, Tamasa, Roivata, Chakshusha, Vaivashvata, Savarni. Then Daksha Savarni, Brahma Savarni, Dharma Savarni, Rudra Savarni, Deva Savarni, Indra Savarni. If you go to the different Hindu temples, you will find these 14. So they are all Savarnis. They are the rulers of this world. Now in the 8th verse, the God says, Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samannita. Bhava samannita, loving consciousness. Consciousness, but with a love, the devotion. Aham sarvasya prabhavo. I am the origin of everything, origin of all. Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, and sometimes mostly he is talking with the devotees, and that whatever we read in the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, recorded by the Sri Ma. Sri Ma was a householder, and when Sri Ramakrishna speak before the householders, he always used to speak about the duality, Dvaitism, Dvaita. But sometimes he used to give the hint about the Advaita. Why the people, those who are in the family and the household, the people, they're having so many duties, responsibilities. Suddenly, tomorrow morning we will read Ashtavakra Samhita, the 12th chapter. There, the Janaka is telling, I don't meditate. Forget about prayer or the offering, puja. I don't meditate also. Why? On whom I should meditate? So that is the ultimate stage. Most of the people won't understand because our mind is not ready to understand that. And slowly through the Dvaita we will reach to that. But now in this condition, here the God is telling, I have created the everything. And that aham sarvasya prabhava matta sarvam pravartate. Matta, from me, everything has come out. Sri Ramakrishna, he is mentioning these. He is telling, if you can see God by closing your eyes, can't you see God with open eyes? This is Vedanta. Sri Ramakrishna Vivekananda's Vedanta. So when I gave a talk in Calcutta, I think in January, Vivekananda's Vedanta. Is it different from Shankara? Is it different from others? It is the spatial. Vivekananda is applied Vedanta. The Vedanta is a theory and Vedanta applied. How to apply that? And there Swami Vivekananda again and again telling the self-confidence is the Vedanta. The more I grow, more it seems to me that everything lies in manliness. On what basis he is telling? On what basis that the Hindus are telling each and everything is nothing but the God, manifestation God? This scripture. And that is the Ajnana and Jnana. Why we are studying Bhagavad Gita? To get this knowledge. What is the knowledge? That God has created everything. Everything. Now, if the God has created everything, who am I to criticize? Who am I to go opposing them? Of course, there is a practical thing is there. When a snake is coming to bite, I must take care and I must run away or do something to protect myself. So that is a different thing. I cannot say, oh, the God. But there are rishis, there are munis. Swami Vivekananda is telling when in the Uttarkashi, one tiger, he caught a rishi who was sitting over there in meditation and taking him just to eat. Hanging from the tiger's mouth, the rishi was telling, my creator is now taking me to eat. So the creator is taking me, even in that condition. So when he is dying, he is telling like that. Lord Jesus, he is praying for those who are killing him. This is the ultimate stage, and that is called love. It cannot see anything else but God. We will come to that. Here, aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate. And pravartate, that is completely, I am the origin of everything, and everything evolves from me. So we have to understand that. You think in this way. Tesham satata yuktanam, in the chapter 10, the 10th verse, it says, Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam ena mam upayantite. And upayantite, to them, ever steadfast and serving me with affection. Satata yukta, satata, constantly, every time, always, without even for a second, is not forgetting the God. Constantly thinking of God. In the Christian tradition, there is a confession. The Lord Jesus, he confessed. What is the confession? And he said, God, I forgot that you were all the time with me. Everything that is going on around me and nothing but your will. You want me to behave like this. But because of the excruciating pain, when they were throwing stones and spitting on him and criticizing him, and he was carrying the cross. So all this physical pain, why all this to me? So that thought crossed his mind, and immediately he said, I'm sorry. let thy will be done. So this is called confession. Even for a second, one should not forget that each and everything, whatever is happening because of the will of God. And we must take that seriously. It is okay for me. No problem for me. That's called devotee. And they get the buddhi yoga. Tesham satata yuktanam. Satata, all the time, every time. Yukta, united with me. Bhajatam priti purupakam. And they worship me with great love, great affection, not with fear. The many of the people nowadays, all people are, that's good, nothing wrong. And they are chanting Shivanam, they are chanting the Chandi, they are chanting. Faith is there. But at the same time, oh God, please save us. This is the way many people who never called on God or believed in God, because of the fear they are doing, and there's nothing wrong, that's bad, nothing wrong. But at the same time, those who are truly devotee, they always love God in everything, even in difficulty, and of course in sometimes people, the devoted people, they say, don't give me all this wealth. I may forget you, God. Give me all the time the trouble so that I can remember you. So this is also the Kunti's prayer. So here God is telling, Satata Yuktanam, those who are constantly united with me, what I give, how I help them. Buddhi Yogam, Dadami Buddhi Yogam, Tvam ena mam upayanti. What is this Buddhi Yoga? Right knowledge. What is this universe? What is this creation? It is a God's creation. Who created God? How He created? Through His Maya. And from the viewpoint of the Hindus I am speaking, from His Maya He has created. Then who we are? They're created by God. Out of what God has created? Out of Himself. So obviously we are part and parcel of God. Then if this knowledge is there, constantly there, why should I be afraid? And why should I be elated if I am successful and then some people are praising me and I am so happy? If they are not praising, I am dejected. Why should I feel like that? So this is called knowledge, Buddhi Yoga. So God gives this knowledge and their stability in when people are criticizing, when the failure he is facing, he is unperturbed. How it is possible? Because of this knowledge. So this God gives. Otherwise, because of the Maya, the fear comes. Oh, what is going to happen to me if this is not there, that is not there? So complete faith on God, the devotion that is completely takes us to the knowledge. Now here the God, from the 11th chapter, from 11 we will study now. If you have the books, you can also chant along with me. Teshameva anukam partham aham ajnanajam tamaha nashaya atmabhavasto jnanadipena bhasvata. Jnanadipena bhashyata. Teshameva anukam partham. Out of mere compassion for them, I am giving this thing. Anukam partham aham ajnanajam tamaha. Those who are abiding what I do? I destroy the darkness. What is this darkness? Is ignorance. What is the ignorance? I am totally different from God. I am made of something else, not of God. So I am going to be I'm going to die. I'm going to lose everything in my life. This type of things called darkness. It is from the ignorance it is born. And how I remove that? Jnana deepena bhasyata. As he said Buddhi Yogam, here he mentioned the same thing in a different terminology. Jnana Deepa. Deepa means that lamp, the light. the light of knowledge. Bhashyata, it is luminous. The jnana deepena bhashyata. Many times the people, they say, have you seen God? What is this God realization? So there's many people are curious to know about the God realization. This is God realization. The God realization means understanding that God is everything, and whatever we see is nothing but God itself. And constantly this knowledge will be there. That's called Buddhi Yoga. With the blessings of God, the grace of God, our buddhi, our conception, our decision, that never dwells, that goes on continuously. This is God. This is called God realization. And this luminous, this knowledge is all the time. And luminous lamp, Shankaracharya in his explanation, he is explaining in this way, that is the characterized by the discrimination. The discrimination, I have to understand, discrimination means vichara. What is this vichara? What is this discrimination? That each and everything has come from God. If it is so, then there cannot be anything except God. So we will read this, and Arjuna is asking the question to the God, and that we will read in the 10th chapter and 11th chapter, Vibhuti Yoga. There is the glory of the God. What is that Vibhuti? Each and everything manifested. So that is the Vibhuti, that is the special manifestation of the God. The Jnana Deepena Bhashyata. So what do you want? This Jnana Deepa. What is the knowledge that illumined? What that knowledge constantly. Now we are reading, now we are listening, and for some time we are thinking, oh yes, God has created everything. But after some time, the moment we will close the book, immediately we will forget. We will think, I have done this, I didn't do that. So all this I will come. What is this I? Now when the God was telling to Arjuna, now Arjuna very nicely putting his own mind to God, and now Arjuna uvacha, now Arjuna said, Param Brahma Param Dhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusham Shashyatam Divyam Adi Deva Ajam Vibhum Ahustva Mrishayas Sarve Devarshi Naradastata Asito Devalo Vyasa Swayam Chaiva Brabhishime. In this 11 and 12, here he says, now I have understood. What I have understood? Now it is the knowledge. Arjuna was confused. You must be remembering those words of Arjuna. In the beginning he is telling how it is possible that you have taught the yoga to all these people who are much older than you, much elderly than you. So how can you teach them? Then the Sri Krishna told, no, again and again we are taking birth, you do not remember it, I remember. Now those confusion about Sri Krishna, Arjuna is to consider Sri Krishna as his friend. In the 11th chapter again we will find how he is begging pardon for that mistake. Here he is telling, now I have understood. What I have understood? Param Brahma, you are the supreme Brahman. Though you have taken the human form, but you are that supreme Brahman. Param Dhama, you are the ultimate abode. Pavitram Paramam Bhavan, and the purifier, you are the ultimate purity. So what is this purity? That blessed are those who are pure in heart, as Jesus is telling, for they shall see God. What is this purity? We talk about purity, divinity. What is this purity? God. And what is God? Love and unselfishness. God has no other thing. He is the love and he is completely unselfish. So these two qualities is God. When you understand that, the same God is creating this universe and manifested in different form, and things also he manifested. So obviously this is called Jnana Deepa, the luminous knowledge of the light of knowledge, or the lamp of knowledge. This lamp of knowledge, now Arjuna, he understood, and he is telling, you are the Supreme Brahman, whom he is telling to Krishna. And this Krishna standing just before him in a human form. It is so difficult to understand a human as a Brahman. Very, very difficult. So, but Arjuna is a blessed soul. Param Dhama, you are the ultimate goal, and you are the supreme purity. Purusham Shashyatam Divyam Adi Devam Ajam Vibhum. And not only that, all these rishis, devas, Narada, each and every one is talking about you, the supreme Brahman, supreme abode, supreme purifier, and Purusham Shashyatam. And you are the Shashwata, eternal Purusha. The Purusha means that consciousness which is in the heart of every being. You are the Divyam, Adi Devam, Ajam Vibhum, all pervading. You are the Adi Deva, you are the ultimate, all pervading. So like that he is telling. And who said that? In the verse 13, Arjuna is mentioning, Ahustva Mrishaya Sarve. Everyone said like that. And who are those? The great soul. Devarshi Naradas Tatha Ahustva Mrishaya Sarve. Devarshi Naradas Tatha. Devarshi Narad. Narad was a highly qualified person, realized soul. He knew everything about God. So he is telling, that means it is not an ordinary person. A person who has realized this, when he says like that. So that's why when the Sri Ramakrishna, he was behaving very peculiarly. To the ordinary people it was peculiar. So all people were thinking, oh, he has lost his balance, mental balance. But Bhairavi Brahmani, she was a realized soul. She understood each and everything that Sri Ramakrishna is telling and behaving is nothing but the manifestation of God within this particular person. So she challenged and quoted from the scripture. She proved that Sri Ramakrishna is an avatar. So that story, those who are students of Sri Ramakrishna, you all know. So this is the way. And now when someone is telling like that, we can understand, we can accept it. Devarshi Narada, and who else? Asito, Devalo, Vyasa. Vyasa is a great personality. And along with him, Asita and Devala, they are also great rishis. So they told that Sri Krishna, though he is in that particular form, and as if he was born over there, his foster father is this. No, he is the supreme God, supreme Lord. He is the abode of all being. Because after the death, all will go back to him. So abode of all being. And then Arjuna is telling another word he has mentioned over, he is mentioning Swayam Chaiva, Cha Eva. And you too, speaking about yourself, Swayam Chaiva Brabhishime. And we have found that already in the 4th chapter, from 5th to 9th, these verses, he started, Sri Krishna, he told, Bahuni me Batitani. Arjuna expressed a doubt. And to give the answer, if you can open the book and see the 4th chapter, from the 5th verse to 9th verse, he is telling that Bahuni me Batitani. And again, different form, I was born, and ultimately Sambhavami Yuge Yuge. That is the that is the promise of God. Yada yada hi dharmasya, very famous sloka. Sambhavami yuge yuge. Yuga, one yuga means we cannot understand, we cannot calculate how long it is. So many thousands birth we take in one yuga. The yuga, again and again, in every time, every creation, I am coming, I am taking the form, I am helping the being to go back to the source. This is going on and on. The 7th chapter, 24th verse also, Abhyaktam Bhaktimapanyam Manyanti Mam Alpabuddhaya. Alpabuddha, those who don't understand what is God. Majority of the people is so unfortunate. There's a beautiful scripture is there. Everything so nicely it is explained by the God himself. But many people, they won't read, they will criticize, or they will think in a different way, very peculiar way. Alpa Buddha. They are the limitation. Not they may be a scientist, they may be a doctor, they may be very successful in their professional life. But about God, they're just child, they're babies. You don't understand that what is God. So there he is telling Alpa Buddhaya. Why? Abhyaktam Bhaktimapannam. That which is Abhyakta, that which is Supreme Brahman, all pervading, which is not manifested as manifested in this form, but these limited knowledge people cannot understand them. And again in the 9th chapter, 11th verse, Abhajananti mam mudha manushim tranum asritam. In the 7th chapter, 24th verse, he said, Alpa Buddhaya. And the same way here, he said, Mudha, Abhajananti mam mudha. They cannot understand me, the God has taken the human form. Krishna is a long, there's a history, but very recently in 1836 when Sri Ramakrishna was born, and he grew up in that in the locality, in a village, and then he came to Calcutta. He was mixing with people, talking with them. Now and then he used to go in samadhi. Even then, majority of the people could not understand that he is God. A few blessed souls, they understood, they accepted him, but the majority of the people, they couldn't understand. So this is he is telling the most of the people don't understand, and again I am taking birth, but still it happens like this. Arjuna is telling that I have understood now because you say it. Now we always talk about us. You always give that, if you like to get a job, you have to give your all details, how many subjects you have studied and what are your qualification, your experiences. I have done this, I have done that. Everyone is telling. And then whenever there is an opportunity, people love to tell about themselves. But here the God will never speak like that. Whatever is the truth, only that much he will explain. And when the Krishna is telling that I am that Supreme Brahman, from me everything has come, I have created everything. No, not that he is going to take the applause from the world or some praises from some people. He is telling the truth. So Arjuna understood this. And this is the great thing. Sometimes Sri Ramakrishna, those who have read the gospel, the Sri Ramakrishna asking question to the Master Mahashaya, the recorder who is to note down all the conversation. Sri Ramakrishna asking, how you think about me? When those who are not very much well known about Sri Ramakrishna may think, what type of person he is? Why he is asking like this? Actually, it's not about himself. Because he knew the record, the conversation that the Master Mahashaya was recording will be published in the future, and he wanted to make the Master perfect, not to express his own view in a wrong way sometimes, so he corrected that. No ego was there, not a single an iota of ego. So why should he ask like that? So when this type of personalities, the divine personality says, I am this, it has great value. Sarvameta dritam manne yanmam vadasi keshava nahite bhagavan bhaktim vidur devana danavaha. In the 14th verse of the 10th chapter, here it is telling this, I regard all this that thou say. Whatever you say is true to me. Two sisters, they came to listen to Swami Vivekananda, and it happened, I think, in New York. So they came for some other purpose, then they were having some time. Suddenly they saw there's an advertisement that Swami Vivekananda is going to give a talk on such and such place. It was very close. Just to spend some time, both of them, they went over there, and they sat over there, listened to the Swami the first time, and afterwards in their memoirs, they mentioned the first sentence he said, it came to me as truth. The second sentence as truth, and third as truth. Every word that he said came to me as truth. So this is a great soul, and suddenly they came to their masters and they accepted those words. And here also we find Arjuna is accepting every word of the Lord Krishna, who was behaving as his friend, as truth. Sarvametam ditam manne yanmam vadasi Keshava. O Keshava, whatever you have said, vadasi, to me it is all the truth. Nahite bhagavan bhaktim vidur deva na danava. And he is telling, even, hey Bhagavan, now he is addressing the Krishna as a Bhagavan. The Bhagavan means, you know that the definition of the Bhagavan, the God, in the Vaishnava Shastra they have given that he knows the past, he knows the future, he knows everything of the beings, because he is the creator. Everything he has done, so he knows it. Those people who are creating the machineries, they know about their creation. They know what is this machine can do. When the machine is faltering, any defect, immediately they can come and rectify it. They can come and help the people, because they know about the machine. They have created it. Similarly, the God has created everything. God knows everything. Arjuna is telling, hey, O God, the Vidur Deva not Danava. Why Deva and Danava? Too extreme. Devas means the very devoted and the holy souls, and Danava exactly opposite. But none can understand you. It's unless and until you are manifesting yourself, it is impossible to understand for those people. Those who have read Sri Ramakrishna, you know that beautiful way Sri Ramakrishna is telling. In olden times, when the train used to pass, the station master used to have a lantern. The three sides will be closed, only one side the light is to come, and he used to show that to the driver and to indicating you can drive through. They used to go like that. Now with that lamp, he used to see the other people, and as in the British English they say torch, and again here it says in America the flashlights. So they are, with that one can see the other, because he is remaining in the dark side, at the opposite side of the light. Now Sri Ramakrishna, utilizing that, is giving a wonderful way. The devotee, they cannot see God, but God can see the devotee. So because the God is holding the light and He is placing the light on the faces of these devotees, now a devotee should pray to God, God, can you please turn the light on your face so that I can see you? Now, this solved the problem of God without form and God with form. God is without form, all pervading. Now, when the devotee is praying, now you must show me who you are. According to the temperament of the devotee, God takes that particular form to satisfy his devotee. Now, sometimes the children, maybe their father is a big person. Outside, he is a authority, maybe an administrator. But inside, he is the father. The children, they are playing with the father and asking, you must take this, some type of mask you must put on and you should come. Or put this cap on your head and behave like this. Just to satisfy the children, the father sometimes do that. The similar way, if the devotees are constantly praying to God, God, I like to see you. I like to see how you are. God understands his mind or her mind and takes that particular form. There is a story. The Hanumana was approaching in the Dwarka. In that time in the Dwarka, Krishna and Rukmini were sitting. Seeing the Hanuman is coming from distance, immediately Krishna told Rukmini, you take the form of Sita and I will take the form of Sri Ramachandra. Rukmini told, why? He knows that we are the same. I am Sita and I am also the same Rukmini. And you are the Rama and you are Krishna. He knows it. Then the Krishna replied very nicely. He said, he knows it, but he loves to see the form of Sri Ramachandra as his God. The God is in every form, God everywhere. But a devotee wants to see God in a particular form. And for Mahabir Hanumanji, it is Ramachandra. So when he sees the God in the form of Sri Ramachandra, he is very happy. And when he sees the power of God in the form of Sri Sita, he is happy. So Krishna is asking the Rukmini, you better take the form of Sita. The same way, here also he is telling, Nahite Bhagavan Bhakting Vidur Devana Danaba. This Danaba, the ignorant people and those who are completely associated, attached with these worldly things, and Deva, those who have purified their mind, disassociated with these worldly things, even them they cannot. Sayamevatmanatmanam Betva tvam purushottama bhuta bhavana bhutesha deva deva jagatpate. And the 15th verse he is telling that you know yourself. Swayameva atmana atmanam. You know yourself and no one can know you. This is a beautiful word. Beautifully he is expressing, who knows God? Only God. Then the Hindus, when they are worshipping, they always say, Devam bhutva devam jajet. Jajana means puja, the worship. Who can do the worship of God? God only. Otherwise no one can do that. So as a symbol, all the pujaris, all the votaries, when they sit for the puja, and then they will utter some mantra and some gesture, and they'll think that they have become very pure, like God, and then worshipping God. Here he is telling, Swayameva atmana atmanam betta. The betta means you know, Swayam, you only know yourself. You are the supreme Purusha. Purusha Uttama. Uttama means the supreme, the highest. Who is the supreme Purusha? It's the soul, the divine soul, the consciousness which is within the heart of every being. So you are that. Now, Bhuta Bhavana Bhutesha Deva Deva Jagatpate. You are the gods of all gods, and you are the master of the whole world. You are the ruler of the world. Deva Deva Jagatpate. And from you all this being has come. Now, why this suddenly Arjuna is telling this? It is his realization. Arjuna has realized that God has created everything. God only fully knows what is God. Otherwise it is impossible, it is unfathomable. Sometime that we know that some people, they told Swami Vivekananda to wrote a biography of Sri Ramakrishna. Sri Ramakrishna loved Vivekananda, and people, they knew Sri Ramakrishna manifested through Vivekananda. So Vivekananda, if he is writing or saying something about Sri Ramakrishna, it will be wonderful. Then the Vivekananda told, no, I cannot take that risk. I do not know. It is impossible to describe Sri Ramakrishna. Then, of course, when the devotees, they were requesting him again and again, he delivered a lecture, My Master. In a small way, he expressed that. Who is Sri Ramakrishna? And in one, in the verse, in the poem, and the stotra, he has expressed that. Advaya tattva samahita chittam, projjala bhakti patabrita vrittam, karma kalevara adbhuta chestam. So that is the way he is expressing about Sri Ramakrishna. Is the Advaya tattva samahita chittam. But inside it was Advaita. He knew that only one can be there, there cannot be two. Projjala bhakti patabrita vrittam. But for the human being who cannot understand the one when they see so many, so obviously for them he is taking different form, and he is, as a devotee, he is worshipping the image, the god or goddess. And karma kalevara, and he is going on working for what? To give the knowledge. Jnana deepena bhasyata, just we read. To give that knowledge of oneness, that God is everything. So he is telling, you only can know yourself. 1st January, when Sri Ramakrishna met the Girish Ghosh and other devotees, when he asked the Girish, you always speak about me, that I am avatar. What you have understood about me? The Girish said the same thing. You only know yourself. Who else will be able to explain? It is not possible. In the Sri Sri Chandi also we find that Brahma, he is expressing in the same tone that no one can understand, O Mother, because you have created. So you know yourself. That this God's power manifests in 3 different ways. One is avatara, another is avesha, another is vibhuti. What is avatara? Avatara, when the God himself is taking a form and manifesting. So there are many avatars are there, and the Hindu, they say, so it is avatara asankhaya. In the Bhagavatams they say, avatar is unlimited. Because it's God's play. Whenever he thinks that he likes to take this type of form, he will come. The other day, someone was asking me over phone, the Swamiji, I read the Sri Ramakrishna said, he will again take the form and come. When it is there and where he will come, then if I am surviving, then I will go and see him. Will you recognize him? It's not possible. So when he has already manifested at Sri Ramakrishna, is it not better to follow his teachings? So here he is mentioning avatara. Then avesha. Avesha means God's power manifest through human being. So that is called Avesha. God is working or manifesting through him or her. So that is the way it is called Avesha. And finally it is called Vibhuti. The different in human expression, the Vibhuti. The people do not understand what is happening, but it takes form. Sometimes that's why one should pray constantly. Now the coronavirus, it is a threat for the whole humanity. All over the world, people, they are confused what to do and what not to do. Scientists and the doctors and the nurses and the health workers, they are working day and night, 24 hours, without any fear. When all people, they are inside the rooms and trying to save themselves, these people are working in the front line. And why they are working? Not just the duty, but the love also. So that is also, we should understand, the expression of the God's power is manifesting through these people. When a person thinking I'm suffering in this disease, when he goes to that another human being, a doctor and a nurse, and they are taking his care, they are also human being. But these people want the solace from this human being. Doctor, do you think I'll be all right? Immediately he says, don't worry, we are here. The doctor's, this strength, where from it is coming? Manifestation of the God's power through him. This is called Vibhuti. The Vibhuti is the inhuman expression, and in different ways and different forms. The Arjuna is asking, and then in the 16th verse he is asking, Bhaktumarhasya sheshena divya atma vibhutayah jabhi vibhuti lokan imam stam tvam vyapyatishtasi. Please tell me all this thing in details. Speak to me again in details. O Janardana. The Janardana means the manifestation of the God, or the aspect of God who gives two things, prosperity and the liberation. The prosperity and salvation, prosperity and liberation. So he says Janardana. He is using this word of God, the name of God, because you must tell me so that these worldly things, the prosperity will also be there, at the same time the liberation will also come. So tell me in details, Bistarasha, in details. Then he said, Bistarinatmano yogam vibhutim cha janardana bhuya kathaya triptirhi srinnanto nasti me amritam. Amritam. Tell me the Amrita. Say again the word Amrita. Though we have discussed about this word again and again, this is a very tempting words for the Hindus. The moment they talk about the Amrit, and they think, oh, if I could get a drop of that, and I can survive, I can live all through the creation. But this Amrita means the knowledge. So he is telling, oh God, can you please give me in details about your manifestation in different form? So now from the 19th verse, the Sri Bhagavan will give the total description. There we will find that he is manifesting in everything. And as Swami Vivekananda, he said, had there been another Vivekananda, he could understand what this Vivekananda has done. Similarly, if the God is not expressing himself, it is not possible for the ordinary people, even the man like Arjuna, what the God has done and what is this God. So this we will read in our next month discussion, next month class. Thank you very much. stay well and stay happy, and always think God is with us. Don't be afraid. God is with us. Pray to God, pray to God. And God can do anything and everything. His miraculous power that is in the hands of God, He can do anything. Just believe it and pray to Him. And the moment we are praying to Him, knock the door, it will be open unto you. That as the Jesus said, and Sri Ramakrishna also said, prarthana. This prarthana, constant prayer, all human beings, now they are in great difficulty. Oh Lord, please help us, please help us. Help will come. Thank you very much. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.